Hi guys, and welcome to another video on Sonal's life. So despite me wearing an LIJ t-shirt, if you can see, I'm not in the best of moods today. Even though I released this, I think either I'll probably release it on the Wednesday or Thursday. I am literally filming this, I'm going to look at the time now, about an hour after Dominion finished. So like I said in my last week's video, this week is going to be looking at the New Japan Cup final, which was on the Saturday, and the Dominion show, which was on the Sunday. That's my reaction to it. Honestly, it's one of the best weekends of wrestling that I've seen in a long time, but if you watch the shows, you'll understand why I'm so sad, especially as I'm wearing this t-shirt. So I thought we'll do it day by day. I'll have a look over the matches from the Saturday and then the matches from the Sunday, and hopefully you guys feel the same as me, because it was honestly a crazy week. So I've got my notes here from all the days. So on the Saturday we had the New Japan Cup final. So obviously going in we knew that it was going to be Evil versus Okada to see who was going to challenge Tetsuya Naito on the Sunday Dominion show for both his Intercontinental and Heavyweight Championship. It was a really good show. It started at 9 o'clock British summertime, which was quite a good time for me. We had some great starting matches. So we had Makabe and Honma versus Yota Tsuji and Uemura. That was a really good match because Honma and Makabe have had a really big role in training Tsuji and Uemura, and also when I watched the two young lions, they sort of remind me a bit of Jay White and David Finlay, in the sense that they live together, they train together, and they fight together. And I'm almost thinking, when one of them goes on excursion, or both of them, is the dynamic going to be the same? Is one of them going to go to one of the darker factions like Suzuki or Bullet Club? Are they still going to be friends? That's something that I'm wondering. Then we had some other good matches. So we had Satoshi Kojima versus Hiroyoshi Tenzan versus Gabriel Kidd and Hiroki Goto. So even though Gabriel Kidd got pinned, I honestly, every time I see him on a New Japan stage, it makes me so happy. For anyone who doesn't know, I actually interviewed Gabriel Kidd, I think was it last year, on my blog, and I'll put the link below. And he said that his dream was to be in New Japan. Fast forward a year and he's there. He's training at the LA dojo. He's lived in Japan for the last few months during COVID, and he's been wrestling on the New Japan shows. So that was a really good match. Then we had the debut match of Master Wato, and he was versus Suzuki-gun's Doki. So for anyone who doesn't know about Master Wato, and I feel like a lot of people don't, basically, I said it in my last video, he was a young lion during the time with Jay, Finlay, Juice and Roppongi 3K, and because he was very young, he went on excursion in 2018 and he's been gone for about 2.5 years. So he went to CMLL and he was based in Mexico for most of that time. And this match was great. In the end, Master Wato came out as the winner, and it was good because Doki looked great. He was a proper Suzuki-gun heel, doing everything to ruin Master Wato's debut in his hometown of Osaka. And Master Wato, like, people are really being quite like, oh, it's underwhelming. Honestly, he has improved so much since he's been on excursion. So obviously when he was a young lion, he was doing all the basic moves. After going to CMLL, he cemented himself as a really good junior heavyweight. Like, his finisher, I don't know what to call it, but it was absolutely a beautiful, like a rotating dive off the top rope. It was great. Then we had Taiji Shimori and Yujiro Takahashi versus LIJ's Bushi and Sanada. Shocking, LIJ lost. Less shocking because Yujiro pinned Bushi because junior heavyweight and things like that. But this match was quite important if you watch the rest of the show. And I'm not going to spoil it yet, but yeah, I think having Yujiro get the win was actually a massive thing. So yeah, then we had the fifth match, which was an 8-man tag between Hontai and Suzuki-gun. Again, there was nothing massive about it. It was setting up for the Sunday match between Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi Dangerous Tekkers, and Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi for Golden Ace for the, I keep saying it, for the heavyweight tag titles. And then we had LIJ versus Chaos in the lead up to Show's match against Shingo Takagi, which literally since their match in the New Japan Cup, I think it was the first round, that was a match I was looking forward to. So yeah, it was a really good set of matches, like not too long, good breaks between it because obviously you had the cleaning and stuff. And then we got to the main event. So it was, for the New Japan Cup, Kazuchika Okada versus Evil. So going into it, myself included, I wanted Evil to win. Okada won last year. He's been like in the main event of every Osaka Joe Hall Dominion. I think it was time for a change. That's what everyone said. The crowd seemed to be quite evenly split, but it was one of those things. And the match started off pretty normally, so both guys stuck to what they knew. So Okada was using a very more, like, he still had his high flying, like the drop kicks and stuff, but he was using a more ground based set for his Cobra Clutch submission that he's been using over the past few weeks. And Evil was literally just like, fuck it, chairs, gonna push Red Shoes aside. He didn't care. However, one weird moment came. So it looked like Okada was gonna get another win, another New Japan Cup victory, because it was in a Cobra Clutch, and then Gedo came out, Gedo and Yujiro, to distract Red Shoes. At first I was like, something's a bit weird. I made the joke on Twitter. I was like, is Evil joining Bullet Club? But I was like, nah, it's probably just Gedo doing Gedo's revenge, as Gino Gambino calls it. And then the match seemed to carry on, like both Evil and Okada kept getting the best of each other. And then in the end, there was quite a few dick hits from Evil, which, like we said, he's been doing it a lot in the tournament, and he got the win. Woohoo! Everyone's excited. We're gonna have Pareja versus Pareja, Naito versus Evil. Evil called out Naito like they always do, and he was literally like, it's the first all LIJ main event for the title. Naito threw up his signature LIJ move, and Evil went boom. And I think my jaw literally dropped. I was by myself, and I was just like running around the house like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And like, because I'm learning Japanese, because I'm trying to incorporate, I was like, Nande, Nande. I was like, what? Then all the Bullet Club came out, and Evil started like jumping on like the LIJ hat and did the too sweet, and I was like, oh, this has happened. And what's crazy about it is because Evil was the, after Naito, like the first proper member of LIJ, and I get it in a sense, and it's really nice for the next day, but I was heartbroken. I was as heartbroken as Milano Collection AT was, and he started crying. I didn't cry, but I was very upset. And then that led to today's show. So I was up at 7:45 in the morning for the show, because it started at 7 o'clock here, and honestly, it was an amazing show. So like, it was yesterday, so the New Japan Cup final, we had some really good starting matches. So we had Young Lions versus like Hontai, like a mixture of all of the different factions. Then we had Master Wato, Tenzan and Uemura versus Doki, Kanemaru and Desperado, which obviously the day before Kanemaru came out after Wato's victory, so there's something going on there. Then we had Okada and Goto versus Ishimori and Yujiro. Another weird one, because Yujiro got the win again over Goto, which is a huge thing, because Goto is I love Goto. Everyone knows I love Goto. So it was weird. And then we had the 3 title matches. Honestly, they were 3 amazing ones. So they started off after the break. They had the Never Openweight title match, Sho versus Shingo. Like me, so many people on Twitter were literally so excited for this. And luckily, it paid off. I mean, in the end, Sho didn't get the win, and I was really sad about that. But the match itself was everything we wanted. It was hard hitting, it was fast, it was literally like everything you love from both guys. So Sho was a bit more dynamic and fast, but at the core of it, it was just a slug match between 2 amazing athletes. And even though Sho didn't win, I really think this is a big thing for him as a singles competitor, especially since Yo's now injured and we don't know his time frame of coming back. After that match, as Shingo walked out, El Desperado from Suzuki came out and attacked him. As a El Desperado massive fan, I was so excited for that, and that will probably be Shingo's next feud. Then we had Dangerous Tekkers, so Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi versus Tanahashi and Ibushi for the heavyweight tag titles. Another amazing match. So this one went just under half an hour, whereas the Never match was just over 20 minutes. It had everything in it. So we had obviously Zack Sabre Jr.'s amazing transition skills, Taichi being Taichi. I mean, the pan ripping thing, iconic moment still to this day. Tanahashi was doing his high flying. Ibushi, as always, there was one moment where Taichi was just hitting Ibushi and it snapped. You could see it in his face and he just went crazy. And yeah, it was really good. I mean, obviously it's Taichi, so he had got the iron fist out that he got from Izuka, and there was some really nice interactions between all the guys. So as always, Tanahashi and Zack Sabre Jr. together create magic. Ibushi and Taichi also have this really amazing chemistry, and I really did like that. In the end, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi got the win, and I was really happy about it. Not just because I got to see their faces at the end where they look like the cutest couple in the world, but also because I think, even though I love Zack Sabre Jr. Suzuki as a team, and I still would love that, Taichi is really growing on a lot of people, and I've always loved him, so Team Taichi. And then we got to the main event, Naito versus Evil. So let's put out the first thing. Evil coming out in his new gear, he looked like you know when it's like an emo phase, like, Mom, it's not a phase. Like, he had his hair covered, he had like brand new gear, and then he came out, and as soon as Naito came out and went to the ring, you knew Naito was not thinking anything about LIJ's past. All he knew was Evil had betrayed him, and it was a slugfest. Like, the match went, let me see, I can't actually see, like, they've not put the result. I think it went about nearly 40 minutes. So I'm not going to, like, go over everything that happened, but there was, like, Evil was obviously trying to push Red Shoes out of the way. He was targeting Naito's leg. There was one point where I think he was going to hit Naito outside the ring with a chair again, and then Red Shoes Uno grabbed a table to protect him. There was a heartbreaking moment for me when Evil took Milano Collection AT's scythe, broke it, Milano got angry, and then Evil then pushed him into the barricade. You can hurt me, you can hurt LIJ, but you don't hurt Milano. And obviously LIJ, well, Hiromu came out because Gedo and Ishimori tried to get involved. It's one of those matches that I don't want to go through everything, but it was an amazing match. For something that went so long, it literally went by in a flash, and that's when you know that it's a good quality match, because it is so quick. In the end, shockingly, somebody came out. Everyone was a bit shocked because it looked like Bushi. I straight away knew it wasn't. He was too much of a big build for Bushi. You couldn't see his blonde hair, but he had interference, and shocker, everything is evil. Naito lost both titles. So in the end, it came out that this was definitely not Bushi, and it was a former member. He's done for like DDT and stuff, and he's 50 and he looks great, but obviously he is probably going to be a new member of Bullet Club to join Evil. But for me, what hit me most about the match was the ending. So when Hiromu came out at the end, and he's basically challenged Evil next, he's like, you know what, you've broken this faction, you've betrayed us. And it was his reaction at the end, like the video of him looking like he's having a mental breakdown. Like, some people on Twitter I saw were like, haha, that's really fun. But like, you have to see it from Hiromu's character's point of view. Naito helped train him. LIJ is his family, and to see someone you care about so much getting hurt by someone who you thought was your family, honestly, really hit me. So yeah, it's been a weird weekend, like amazing shows, but as Team LIJ, my heart is breaking. Like, Evil, I was always Team Evil. Everything was always evil, but now, as much as I love Bullet Club, I do not like you. I am Team Naito all the way. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my whistle-stop tour of the last 2 days. Let me know in the comments below what you think your favourite matches were, what you thought of the whole show in general, and did you think Evil was going to be the one to turn? Because I know, like me, a lot of people thought it was going to be Sanada. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like always, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to see, if you want to see anything else. Follow me on my social media, which are in the links, and my Twitter is @wrestling_chat. And as always, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!